got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. All things. Yeah. There it is. Nope. Okay. There we go. Well, hi, Megan from New Zealand. How are you? You're the first one that I saw. Everybody is on. Hi, y'all. So, welcome.
Welcome back.
Well, yeah, welcome back, I guess. Hi, Mel.
Here you go. In the middle.
Okay. Yeah, you're all up on this. You're all up on personal space.
That's all right.
How are you guys? Hi, Megan. And Chrissy. And Raylyn. Hi. And Jamie. I miss y'all. I miss y'all a lot.
We do miss y'all.
Come back. Let's go back to Mexico. So, welcome to Online Steps to Success. Tonight we are talking all the things business and all the things good stuff. Hey, do you want to? I don't have something on me that appears to be chocolate. Chrissy, I meant to text you today, and I'm going to remind myself to text you in a minute or later. If I don't write something down, y'all, it doesn't happen anymore. It's like that's really where my life is at. How are you guys? So we are going to talk all the things business tonight, and I'm super excited to chat. I have got some stuff in my heart that I can't wait to tell you about. But before we do that, I'd love to know like what you've been up to because we haven't been live in a month, pretty much. I think we were live like at the very beginning of June or maybe the end of May. And first of all, y'all are amazing because we didn't intend to not go live. So back up, my family and I went and lived in Mexico for 25 days. Yeah, we did. And I had no intention of not going live still. I still planned on it, and it just didn't happen. So our Wi-Fi was really cruddy. Then we were always doing something, you know, all the things, all the excuses. So y'all are amazing because, one, you just show up after I don't show up for a month, and you still love me. I hope, I think, we shall see. Maybe this is the test. Hi, Risa. April, I will tell Lucy that you're on time. We were just on our team huddle right before this, and Lucy got on, and she goes, I said something about online step starts in 4 minutes, and Lucy goes, don't be late, which is funny because I'm always late, right? Like, when am I ever actually on time? Never, except tonight, so that's pretty funny. Anyways, I'm so glad y'all are here. We had a fun and crazy and wild, adventurous 25 days, and I can't wait to share all the stories, but tonight we're talking business. But while we're kind of waiting for everybody to hop on and you're kind of tagging and sharing with your teamies and all your newbies and everybody else, I'd love to know what you have been up to. Like, what are you doing? How are things going? Where are you going this summer? What big plans do you have? Heck, even tell me if there's something like you're like, maybe you're struggling more than you thought you were going to this summer. I want to know all the things. That's amazing. So close to being director. Well, we missed you too, Brittany. I missed y'all. And hi, Becky. I miss you too. I need to come to Canada and see you. Okay. While you're telling me all the things, we're gonna do our introduction. I'm gonna tell you what the heck it is that you're doing here. Kind of tease what we're going to talk about tonight. So we are making a few changes. First of all, welcome to Online Steps to Success. We are live here every Thursday night, unless I'm in a foreign country, apparently. Because we believe that your business matters, and we believe that through your business, you can do great, big, beautiful things, not only in your life, but in the lives of the people around you. Our goal for you is to dream really big dreams, to work smarter, not harder, to make a profit, and then to change your world and the world around you. I think it matters, and I think that you can do all of those things with this business, and that's why we show up live every week because I think it's important that you see the value in what you're doing, because for a long time I did not. So if we haven't met, my name is Allison Dahlke. Been doing this crazy direct sales business for almost 12 years now. I've been a top income earner and at the top of the title chart. I don't know, whatever. All of that is lame. Mostly I just tell you so that you don't think I'm some crazy person that doesn't know what she's talking about. I am crazy passionate about this industry. I think that it changes lives, and I'm so glad that you're a part of it. Or maybe you're just thinking about becoming a part of it. I don't know. But I'm so glad that you're a part of it, because I think it's changed our lives, and it's changed so many lives of people around us. And I want it to change yours, and I think that it can. So if nothing else, you will get that pep talk tonight for sure. So I'm so glad that you're here. Are y'all ready? Let's just roll. Well, Kim, I would love to be able to have a conversation with you at reunion too. That would be amazing. Diana says that their third grandbaby was born this week. Diana, congratulations. Diana is one of my frontline. She's the sweetest, awesomest. She's amazing. Congratulations. That's so great. Okay. So tonight, I want to talk specifically about that kind of, I told you a little bit about our goal. Our goal for you and for your business always is for you to dream big, for you to work smart, and for you to change your world and the world around you. When you talk about changing the world around you, that's impact. So I'm going to say that so much of what I'm going to talk about tonight is not originally like my content. Some of it is inspiration I got from a post I saw from Bob Helig recently that I was like, yes, that's exactly what this business is. It is that. And so I want to talk about that tonight. And that is about how do you truly make an impact in this business? And this deeply matters to me because there was a season, actually not just one season, there were multiple seasons as I was growing my business in different stages of it, where I felt very much like this wasn't good work, or that it wasn't good enough work. So what I mean by that is, like, there were seasons when, I'm raising babies. We have 4 kiddos. We've had 3 foster babies in the middle of growing this business. So, being mom, being a wife, being involved in our church, trying to run and grow this business. And there was a season when I was doing all the work and it was hard. And I felt like it wasn't enough. And not that I felt like the work that I was doing wasn't enough, but I felt like it wasn't good enough work. I felt like it didn't matter enough. And there is this thing like deep inside me that wants to do work that matters. And I'm here to tell you tonight that this work matters. It matters deeply. It matters immensely. It matters to so many people. But in the middle of it all, and wherever you are in your business, maybe you're just starting. Sorry, I have a hair in my eye. Maybe you've been in the grind for several years. It is easy to forget how much it matters. But I want to encourage you tonight that it matters so, so much. And we're going to talk some more about that as the evening goes on. But I think that we get a little bit caught up in the day-to-day. We get caught up in the selling, recruiting, team building, leading kind of thing. And we forget the impact that we're actually having. Every single person that joins your team, every single person that you sell product to, you get to have an impact on their lives. And that's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. If you do this right, it's really, really good work. And I just want to encourage you tonight and remind you that what you're doing matters. And while it can often feel mundane and feel not valuable enough, it's incredibly, incredibly valuable. Okay, hold on. Okay, babe, I officially have no more drink. And I can't kind of breathe right now. It's been a while since I've talked this long, I guess. I guess you get in a habit of like talking for a long time, and then when you don't do it, it's no good. Okay, so let's talk about how you make an impact with your business. It is, I want you to kind of think about a bullseye. So if you have a piece of paper or you're sitting near something that you can write on or draw on, I would encourage you to draw a bullseye. Put a circle in the middle, one around it, and one more around that. So 3 circles, essentially. If you think about that inner circle, that is your family.
Smart. I'd like you tea.
Oh, thanks.
So,
I just got a dry thing.
no, sorry.
Okay. Thanks, Mary. Okay. Should have got a Sharpie. Draw this for you. When you think about the inner circle, that's your family. That's the people probably most likely that live in your home, right? That is the first ring of impact, okay? Those are the people that are going to be impacted the most initially by your business, right? So as you sell product, you sell $2,000 in a month, you make $600 minimum, right? 2,000, you know what I mean? That doesn't, I was saying in the US, not all countries, but you know what I mean? That $600 makes an impact on your inner circle. It makes an impact on your grocery bill. It makes an impact on your car payment. It makes an impact to that small group of people, right? Yes. Okay. Then as you think of, that second circle, I got a Sharpie delivered if y'all missed it. There you go. So this is the inner circle, right? This is our family, the people in our house. If you think of this outer circle, this is your extended family. This would be your friends. This would be your best customers, right? The first people on your team, the first handful of people that you sign up, they are in that outer or that middle circle of influence. So the things that you do, the way your business grows, the more money that you make, the more things that you share, the more light you bring, then that affects that third layer, that second layer. But then there's also, and so I think a lot of people in their mind think, okay, yes, my business is going to affect these 2 rings, right? For sure, it's going to affect my family, and it's going to affect the people surrounding me, my best customers, my team, my extended family and friends. Yes, my business is going to impact those people. But I think what a lot of people don't think about is that there's a third ring. And that third ring is all the people that you don't yet know. All the people that don't know that they need your opportunity, that don't know that they need this product, that don't know that they need something more from their lives, that you have the ability to impact and influence. Now, listen, I know that you didn't start this business to change the world. I know that's not why you joined, right? Nobody really has ambitions like that when they start, right? You spend $99. You spent $49. You spent $15 if you signed up last month to join this business. And no one does that thinking, this is going to help me change the world. This is going to change people dramatically. The people in my life. We don't really think that. But I want you to go from thinking only about this circle to thinking about all 3 of them together. And I want you to start making the shift from this business is about me and about what it can do for me into this business is about other people and what it can do for them and for their families and for their circles, all 3 layers of them. When you really take a step back and you look at your business and you take yourself out of it, and this is me preaching to myself, when you can take yourself out of it and ask yourself, do I believe that this is good work? Do I believe that this matters? Do I really believe that this can change people? And you can pull yourself back out of it and take a bird's eye view and look at the possibility. The answer is yes. Yes, 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 100 times yes. But what happens is in the middle of the circles, right, is you, like you're the tiny dot in the middle, and we get so focused on the things we do wrong, on the comparison game, on the ways we're not as good as so-and-so, on the mistakes that we've made. We get so focused on us that we can't see the whole picture. We can't see all the impact that we could have because we're so overconsumed with how we feel like we're not measuring up or how it's not as far along as we want it to be yet. Listen, you have got to take yourself out of the equation. Recognize that, yes, you're going to screw up. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. Yes, every month isn't going to be the most amazing month. But what matters is there is a bigger picture that I want you to wrap your brain around that could literally change the lives of thousands of people. Now, I already know, there's a voice in your head saying, yeah, maybe for somebody else, but not for me. No, for you. For you. That tiny little dot in the middle of that, could literally use this business to change thousands of people's lives. Do I believe that's possible? Yes. Do I believe that you can do it? Yes. But you have to stop believing that liar in the back of your head that tells you that you're not good enough, that you are not who she is, that you can't do hard things because you can't. So many people get hung up on, honestly, a lot of the hang up is so selfish. We get so laser focused on ourselves and our lack that we can't see all the good. So one of the things I was actually talking to one of our teams about tonight, we were talking about the challenges she's having in her business. And I said, okay, the challenges are fine. And the challenges are real. And obstacles are real. And the best thing that we can do is acknowledge those obstacles and then look at the other side of the story. What's the other side? Yes, there's these obstacles. Yes, there's these challenges. But what are the good things? What are the things that you can actually build your business around? It maybe doesn't look the way you want it to. It maybe doesn't look the way it looked last year. It maybe doesn't look the way you thought it was going to look. But let's take it all, the good and the bad, and sort through it and build a plan around what you can actually sustain. Hold on a second. Raylan's posting YouTube videos. So, I've been doing this for almost 12 years, which sounds crazy. I never thought I would do anything for that long. I think I thought I was going to teach school, and I didn't think that I was going to do something like this. And it is really easy for me to get trapped in the lie that this isn't good work or that it's not good enough. And that is a lie. It's exactly that. It's a lie. I think I've probably told all this story. I hope nobody gets offended by this, but it's just true. There was a season when I was kind of wrestling with whether or not this is something I should keep doing, because I thought that my soul wanted to do something that mattered. Like I wanted to do something that mattered. And it's so easy to say, this is just a product. This is just, right. It's just a business. It's not something that matters in the big picture of things, but that's a lie. It is a lie that I believe the enemy wants you to believe to keep you from doing great things in this business. And so there was a season when I was kind of wrestling, like I was just in a season of burnout, and burnout happens, and you may be there. And if you are not alone, and you are not the only one that's ever been there, and there is a way out. And I think part of that way out is looking at the big picture. It's easy to look at the obstacles. It's easy to look at the setbacks, and those are fine. Let's look at them and acknowledge them, but then look at the big picture and look at what good there is. What's good that I can actually center myself in. So I was in that burnout phase, and I really was just kind of having a heart-to-heart with God. And I remember thinking, like, I thought that I was going to do something like really substantial. I thought that I would get to do something like women's ministry, like speak to and encourage and like change women's lives. Like that's what I thought I was going to get to do. What, babe? Oh, okay, great. We all have this like itchy thing happening in our throats. And he told me there's peppermint in it so that I wouldn't cough and kill myself when I first drank it. Anyways, but I literally kind of had this conversation with the Lord. Like, I thought I was going to do something like where I got to encourage and equip women. And it's almost like if you could hear the audible voice of God, there would have been laughter, like, really funny. What do you think you're doing? And I remember that being a shift in my mindset where I remember thinking for the first time, okay, this is bigger than I thought it was. Like, this matters in a way that is so much more than I was acknowledging. And I'm here tonight to tell you that wherever you are, I don't care if you joined yesterday. I don't care if you've been in for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. I don't care what your title is. What I care about is you knowing and understanding that this business matters, that it is good work, and that your work through it can impact not only you and your circle, and not only the people closest to you, but people that you have not met yet that you may never meet. Yes, you and this business can do that. It's a good story, isn't it? Right? Like, oh, that sounds great. You know, hoorah for you, Allison. I'm glad that you now get to feel like you're making an impact. Listen, the way that it happens for you isn't any different than the way that it happened for me. It's by working on you. It's by getting better at being you. It's by learning and growing. It's by trying and failing and getting back up and trying again. And I think sometimes we sell ourselves so short because we misstep or we do something dumb or something doesn't work the way we want it to work. And we throw our hands up and we just want to say, well, forget it. Like, I'm not good at this. But it can't work like that. When that happens, people leave. And when you leave, or when you walk away, or when you decide I'm not good enough, or I don't have what it takes, or I don't think I can manage it anymore, when you make that decision, the big picture impact is gone. There has to be a shift in your mindset from saying, this is about me, and this is about what this business can bring to me, and what this business can bring to my family, to saying, this is about more than me. This is about what this business can bring to lots of families. This is about what this business can do for lots of women and men. This is about what this business can do for people that I have not met, that I may never meet, who will somehow be changed by this opportunity. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds ridiculous, but some of you need the encouragement that this is bigger than you, and that the obstacles that you're facing, and that the things that you are frustrated with, and that the times that you're feeling like you can't go on anymore, if you would make one little mindset shift, take all the focus off of you and put it onto what you can do in the world through this business, everything changes. I know that there's probably a pile of debt that you're trying to pay off, or there's a huge obstacle that you're facing, or there's a health crisis, or someone's grieving, or I know that there's all the things. All the things are never going to go away. There will always be an obstacle. There will always be a roadblock. There will always be something trying to stop you from succeeding. Always. Life happens. Right? The good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. It's not that those things aren't going to change. We're going to walk through hard times, all of us. But what I love about this business is it gets to walk alongside you, and there is so much grace in it. There's so much grace in it. Meaning that, you know, if I need to sell 2,000, if my goal is to sell 2,000 PRV most of the time, I can do that most of the time. But then comes a month or a week or 6 months when something happens and I can't, and it's okay. And that's what is amazing about this business. That's why this business changes lives, because it allows you to build a business that really and truly can flex and mold and move around your lifestyle. It does not matter. It doesn't matter what time you show up. It doesn't matter how often you show up, though frequency and consistency do matter. But it's not about being someplace 9 to 5. It's not about having someone tell you what to do. It's about using who you were, the gifts and talents that you have, and the creative ability that you have, and the time and the resources that you have to build a business that you love. If you don't love your business right now, if you don't love aspects of your business right now, change them. Change them. Do something different. It doesn't have to look a certain way. Yes, there's certain things that you do need to do to make money and continue to grow, but it doesn't have to look this cookie cutter way. It doesn't have to look the way it looked for your sponsor or your director. It can look different, and that's the beauty of it. But I don't want you to forget that. And I don't want you to feel burnt out because you feel like it has to look a certain way and it doesn't, right? So there has to come a time when you truly start to believe that this is bigger than you, that you have an impact to make, and that you can do that through this business. I know some of you are still just battling the voice in your head telling you she is not talking to you. You are not that good. You are not that worthy. You will never be that good. That voice is a liar. That voice is made to keep you safe. That voice is made to protect you and discourage you. Don't listen to it anymore. Far too many of you are believing far too many lies that are not true. And I know for a fact now, I know like I've never known before, that the lies that we believe are tearing us apart from the inside out. They're taking amazing, capable, strong women like you and tearing them apart with little bitty whispered lies. I know this because I got to sit around a table with a dozen women just a couple weeks ago. And we had our Dreamers and Doers retreat, and it was amazing. And they wrecked me and changed me, and it was all the things. We did a lot of big dreaming and a lot of doing, and we ended our last night sharing our biggest lies, like the biggest lies that were going through our head. And it was an incredibly emotional and exhausting night because we all sat around the table and listened to every single one of us had a different lie that was so emotional and felt so true and real to each of us. And the hardest part for me was listening to a dozen women just say what the biggest lie that they were believing. And they say it in a way that it feels like truth to them. It is a lie, it's a lie, but it feels like truth to them. And it broke my heart into like 1,000. That's why it was so hard. I didn't expect for it to be that way, but it was, because we all are believing lies that are changing who we are. Come on. Maybe we're coming back. Come back. Come on. I mean, now I'm back. Okay. It doesn't look like I'm back, but y'all are saying it, so I'm cool with it. We're doing it. Yeah, my computer says it's still trying to reconnect. Okay. Then we're going to keep going. The person that you were created to be doesn't listen to the lies. The person that you were created to be is bold and brave and courageous and not afraid. But the problem is so many of us are not listening to that person. So many of us are listening to the lies in our head. And we're believing those lies as truth. And it's those lies. Sorry, what is happening? There's a gnat attacking me. The Wi-Fi's not working. This is what happens when you speak truth. The enemy doesn't like it. Gummit. Oh, that's annoying me. Is it better now? Brian's turning off all the Wi-Fi, trying to get us back. Not surprised. You're right, Tiffany, 100%.